Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone's doing okay. Big shout out to everybody. Big gratitude to the subscribers. Thanks to anybody new. Welcome along. It's a bit noisy. We've got a lot of cars running by, but I just wanted to make this video of just me basically training on the routine that I'm going on. I'm going to do a full training video, but this one is just about shadowboxing, giving you guys some pointers and just some basic tips on where to get started and how to even approach shadowboxing, what to do, what kind of tempo, what kind of punches. And I'm just going to be stopping off at every random spot I can, depending on who's where and what availability there is, and just, you know, freely shadowboxing out here and give you guys some tips. So let's go. See, when you first start out shadowboxing too, especially as a beginner, you got a lot of programming to do, right? You could program yourself to do the right things, like program yourself to keep your hands up, program yourself to have a good stance, program yourself to be relaxed. This might seem a little technical and a little difficult, but for example, if I'm going around shadowboxing like this with my hands here, I'm programming myself to not put my hands up. And these are bad habits that you don't want to pick up on. Whereas if I do this, my elbows on the rib cage, I'm nice and relaxed, and when I shoot from the chin and it comes right back here, boom, right? And I do that over and over, boom. I'm programming myself to have good technique and to shoot from the chin, to bring it back to the chin, right? This is, you know, sounds like high level stuff, but this is the stuff that you can do early on for a beginner. Program yourself, and no better way to do that when you're shadowboxing. So just be mindful whenever you're out there moving around. That's information you're giving your brain, right? You want to give it good information. Snap the jab, bring it right back to your chin. All right, you don't have to go that fast. It's just the point of bing, bing. Get that snap, wow. Program yourself, right? Boom, boom, back to the chin. Don't make too many sloppy mistakes early on that you're gonna have to unwire yourself, deprogram yourself later on. You know what I mean? It's like that. Boxing 75 to 80% mental. This is where the mental comes from. The program, the heart. Yeah, this very powerful move. This is, you know, called a side shuffle. It might be called something else in a different region, but it's a very powerful, useful footwork drill, essentially, or move that you're gonna find yourself using or needing. And anybody can do this, right? If you're a beginner, you can do this. I'm just essentially get away from my opponent. You might be hurt, you might be tired, you might just needing to look to get some more room, you know? I've made a full video about it and the importance of how fast you need to move your feet in different directions, right? But just side shuffling around the ring like this, or around wherever you are, is a great place to start. Ready to stop, you know, get back in your stance. Nice and relaxed. Boom, pop the jab. Start stepping forward. Cross, step back, jab. Side shuffling like this around the ring is definitely going to be something you're going to learn early on. And it's a very powerful tool. Very powerful, effective, and, you know, useful. And when you're done side shuffling, I mean, get back into your stance. Boom, back on the jab, nice and relaxed. Boom. And it's important to know when you're first starting out to make sure your feet are set when you are about to punch, right? As a beginner, this is really important. As you get more advanced, it can change a little bit, and your feet don't always have to be directly set. But when you're for example, if I'm moving like this and I start punching before my feet are set, it's going to be more complicated. So I'm going to step forward, my feet are set, boom. All right, step back, boom. Step forward, 1, 2. And that's what I mean by setting your feet, because it can help with your balance, it can help with your technique, and, you know, overall it's a lot easier to do. Just slow it down, go through the motions, don't go too fast, and don't throw too many punches, and just get to grips with the basics of what you're doing. Yeah, as I said, if you're focusing on the straight punches, boom, boom, make sure they're straight, right? If you just straight. Now the snap can be excused a little bit because it's a bit more technical, it's a bit more difficult, right? But there's no excuse for not getting straight punches. You're either not having the right stance to begin with, your arms might be out here, your hand might not be on your chin, your elbows might be up here. If you get your elbows right here and your hands are on the chin and you just shoot the shot forward, it's quite simple to get a straight punch, right? Boom, boom. Get it as straight as you possibly can, okay? Try to get the timing down, but there's a lot to focus on. That's why I'm not trying to overcomplicate you. Sometimes I don't even know what level beginners are on. It's a complete beginner. Have you been boxing a few months? So I'm trying to encompass everything, whilst encouraging the complete beginners, just get out there and start throwing your hands, you know? It's a beautiful thing being out in nature when it's sunny. I know it's not easy for everybody. You might have day jobs, I get that. But if you can do it, I highly recommend it, especially when you get some exercise in and you start learning. It's really, it's good for the soul, you know? But as I said, stay relaxed. Boom, boom. Straight punches, right? You can practice that a lot. Jab, cross, you know? And when you get comfortable, throw the 1-2. But stay in motion. And as I said, I'm going fast now, but you don't have to go that fast, right? Boom, boom. Keep it straight. Boom. You can build the speed up. You don't want to program yourself to not throw straight punches, and that's the dangers of getting things wrong when you start out, is that you can program yourself incorrectly, and then you'll be a robot that's got a lot of malfunctions. You can just go through the motions, nice and slow. 1 foot forward, the other foot follows it. We're going back, lead with the back leg, right? Forward, forward. And when you're ready to punch, boom, set your feet, throw a jab out there. One of the key things that I see often enough from beginners when they first start shadowboxing is they throw too many punches. The punches don't make sense, right? They'll come in and you know, like, just slow it down. Clear your mind a little bit. Focus on one thing at a time. Stepping, jabbing, stepping, jabbing, stepping, jabbing, pivot, okay? Step, 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 jab. This is shadowboxing, really. You know, it doesn't matter how slow you go. It's about efficiency. It's about maintaining your good stance, being relaxed, getting out there, try to enjoy yourself, but don't throw a million punches. Keep your hands up and keep your feet nice and balanced, and your position and your stance nice and balanced, whatever direction you can go in. I mean, you can do this, right? Here, boom, boom. Stick to the basic punches too. If you don't know how to throw uppercuts and hooks just yet, that's okay. You know, just work on the punches you can do. Stick to the 1s and 2s. If you're a complete beginner, if you're a bit more experienced, sure, boom, 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 throw a hook in there. Step back, pivot, step back, step forward, 1, 2. You know, you don't have to throw the punches fast either. Make sure you're going for efficient technique. That's really important, you know. Mention one of the more important things. Shadowboxing, really for beginners especially, is that mental barrier that you're gonna have. I see it a lot, I see it in the gym. I see it, you know, from beginners that I've been teaching for almost 15 years now. And it's just the mental barrier, it's the thought in their own mind that's stopping them from either going out and fully committing to shadowboxing, right? Even starting in the first place, getting outside, just throwing your hands, that is on you. You've got to get past that to be able to get the things that you need from what you want. Don't let anybody else out here think that they're thinking certain things about what you're doing. Anytime I see somebody in the gym, anybody, that's just me, a beginner that's trying to get a better version of themselves, I salute that, you know. If I see somebody, I don't care how good or bad they are, if they're out there making the first step, I salute it. So salute yourself, you know, go out there and get past the mental barrier. Just get out there, start throwing your hands. Move, jab, step, jab, side to side. I just talked about that in the last video, one of my last videos about slipping. You know, because shadowboxing is about bringing everything together, you know, punching, slipping, defense, the mental anticipation of, you know, visualizing your opponent when you get to that. But just to first start out, just get out there, start moving your hands, moving your feet, relax, and just try to keep a good shape and try to keep your hands up and just move, punch. When you're moving, keep a good balance and good shape. This is very important. And if you are a bit more advanced, you know, start thinking about putting some combinations together, right? 1, 2, hook. You don't have to go so fast either. Bam, bam, bam. Always on the chin, right? Boom, boom, boom. Bam, bam, bam. Nice and relaxed. You know, good technique is really important to practice, even if it's done slowly. And what I mean by good technique is, you know, are the punches extended? Are they coming back to your chin? Are they fluid? That's okay, you know, turning the hips a little bit, but it's a lot to digest as a beginner. So just making sure the fundamentals are done, like punching from your chin, boom, 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 bringing it back to your chin, rotating your shoulders a little bit. That's it, you know, 1, 2, 3. Stick to that. Or you'd be amazed how many combinations you can get from just 2 punches, right? Let's just say a 1, 2. You could do a 1, 1, 2. You could do a 1, 2, 1. You could do a 2, 1, 2. You could do a 1, 1, 1, 2. You could do a 1 swivel jab. I mean, there's, you know, a lot more combos than you realize from just with even one hand, right? This is a bit more advanced, but just to give you an example, you can go 1, 3, which is a jab hook. You can go jab, uppercut. You can go jab, hook, uppercut. But the point I'm trying to make is there's a lot of variations out there with punches, and you can experiment a bit. But if you're a complete beginner, stick to the basics. Stick to the straight punches. Wow, wow. All right, nice and relaxed. 1, 2. All right, 1, 2. There's different ways and different cadences to get more professional with the 1, 2, but for now, 1, 2. All right, I've made loads of videos on this. I'll leave a link for everything I'm talking about in the description. I should have really started with this information, but shadow boxing will probably be your most important, most valuable exercise. I say probably, it depends on what level you're at. Obviously, sparring is the most important thing you're gonna be able to get from actually learning how to box. Making sure you have the right guidance, of course, but sparring is right up there. But right below that, or below that, is shadow boxing. It's going to be so valuable to you. Why? Because you can practice just about anything doing it. You can do it just about anywhere for absolutely nothing. And, you know, like I said, you can work on anything depending on what you put your mind to, depending on what you're looking to work on, what you're looking to practice. Basic stuff, right? Footwork. You don't even have to punch, to be honest with you. I could just be out here working on my feet, working on my head movement, right? Pivot, step back, step forward, slip, slip, step back, slip, pivot, step forward, slip, pivot, step forward. It's in there, but my point is, just get out there and do it. I'm a little bit out of breath, but just get out there and do it, you know. Get past the mental barrier. Right now, I've just spent, you know, 45 minutes in nature, in the sunshine, getting exercise. And a big part of this channel isn't just about boxing, it's about, you know, getting the best out of yourself and trying to give people advice on, you know, how to live a little bit better, you know, how to live a bit more mindfully, and it's the free things in life that I've just mentioned that are gonna help you, you know, be more peaceful. So yeah, the only thing stopping you is you. Obviously, some people have got more commitments than others. I totally understand that, but you know, prioritize on what you really want. And you know, 5-10 minutes isn't enough, but it's better than nothing. You know. Anyway, that's it from me. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you very much. As always, hit the like button if you enjoyed it, and if you really liked it, subscribe to the channel. Got loads of videos coming. My name is Henry. I've been training beginners, really, you know, even if some of them have fought in the past, but I've really just helped people get the best out of themselves, help them to understand boxing, and really how to get a really good understanding of technical punching. That's really my expertise, but combined together, I made this channel to help beginners get started and understand the sport of boxing at a high level, but also brought it to you in a digestible fashion. So that is it from me. I've got 2 more rounds to go, 50 more burpees, a few more squats, and then I'm home. Have a great weekend, well, have a great week. I don't even know what day of the week it is right now. Anyway, see you later.
Boxing.
Knowledge.